Annyeong! Welcome back! Today I'm here with a very special video that I am not really sure people will be interested in, but I'm sure the people that have been watching me for some time will be curious about some things about me, so I decided to do a random facts about me video. I thought it would be a little boring to just do facts and just talk, so I'm going to show you some snacks and I'm going to eat the snacks and tell you some facts. That's my cat. First of all, I'm just going to show you what snacks I have. The first snack I have is this chip snack. It's by the company Crown, and it's called Conchi. And they have a chocolate version and a cheese version. This is the, I think it's like a new one. It's the cream cheese version. So yeah, it's basically a corn puff covered in like a sweet, kind of savory, cheesy sauce. And then I have these, which are by far my most favorite kind of like cake snack out there. It's called Mongshel. Comes in these packages. Now there are lots of versions of this. There's like a new green tea version, and then there's like the normal cake version, which is like a cake and then it has cream inside. But this is a cacao version, so it's like the chocolate version and with cream inside, and it's just so good. This is so good if you freeze it. It's really good if it's a little melted, like if you put it in the microwave for 20 seconds. It's just good. And I have this, which I know might freak out a lot of people in other countries if they don't have these kinds of snacks. It's like a little sausagey thing. Yeah, it looks like a sausage, but it's actually made out of fish. And it also has cheese in it. So it's like fish cake cheese. Cheesy fish cake. And then I have this drink. It's called Milkiss. And you might have guessed it. It is a milky soft drink. And I know it sounds really weird, having milk as a soft drink, like fizzy milk, but it is really good and it's one of my favorite drinks. So if you're in Korea, or if you have like any Korean not convenience store, if you have any Korean like supermarkets around you, I really recommend this. And then you can't have snacks like chocolate snacks without like a bitter coffee. So this is just like a black brewed coffee. Let's begin. This is what it looks like. It has a little cheese. Savory sweet. Okay, so I'm just gonna look at my laptop and I'm gonna read you some facts about myself. So first of all, I was born in South Korea, but I was born in not in the city of Seoul, which is where I'm living right now. I was born in a city called Daegu. And it's a city that's like, below that is Busan. So it's in the Gyeongsang area. It's in the same area as Busan, but it's smaller than Busan. That's where I was born. But that brings me to my second fact, which is, I was born in Korea, but I only lived there for a year. The next place that I went to after I was born, so after a few months after I was born, I went to the Philippines. And so that's why you've been seeing a lot of like Filipino videos from me, like eating Filipino snacks or making Filipino food, is because I lived in the Philippines. And I lived in the Philippines for 11 years. I lived in a little mountainside a little mountainside city called Baguio for 8 years. Yes, for 8 years. And then I lived in Manila City for the rest of the 11 years. And so yes, I've had experience living in both the countryside and like in the city of the Philippines, and I think I really enjoyed it. I don't remember much because I was so young, but yes. That brings me to my next country. I lived in the United States. I lived in the state of Kentucky, in Lexington, for 1 year. And then after that, I went to China. And I lived in China until I graduated in 2008. So that was basically my history. Like, I lived in many countries, and if people ask me where I'm from, I'm very hesitant because I've lived in many countries and I'm Korean, but I don't know, I haven't lived in Korea for that long, so it's kind of weird. So it's strange for me to explain to Koreans more because I'm fluent in Korean, I'm Korean looking, but then some kind of like historical facts about Korea that all Koreans should know, I don't know. So sometimes it gets weird. So my next fact is I have a cat, and I'm sure you've seen him in a few of my videos now. I haven't had him for so long because I only adopted him like 3 or 4 months ago. And he's a Persian cat, and what's special about him is that he has 2 different color eyes. So one is blue and one is yellow. So yes, he has become the love of my life. And every day, the more time I spend with him, the more we trust each other now. I mean, in the beginning, it was kind of hard because I had no pet before. Before I got my cat, it was hard for me to like take care of myself. Like doing laundry, like cleaning up my room. If there was dust on my bookshelf, like I would just look at the dust and say, okay, there's dust. I'll clean it 2 months later. But now that I have a cat, and I've learned that, you know, if you have a cat, it's like, it's okay if it's dirty to me, but I feel like I want my cat to be in a clean environment. And also, because my cat is really furry, all of his like fur starts flying everywhere, and so I need to like take care of that as well. Yeah, so I think I've gotten a little bit more mature now that I have a baby with me, like a fur baby. So yeah, he wakes me up every morning by sticking his butt in my face. He comes into my bed, like he usually sleeps at my feet during the night, even though I bought him a bed. Yeah, that's one thing I learned about animals. It's like you want them to use specific things, or you want them to do things, and they never do it, but it's okay. The next fact is I am 25 years old. That's it. The next fact is that I really like watching people eat. And I know now there's like mukbangs. It's normal for people to like film themselves eating, and it's normal for people to see them, but like I loved watching, especially my dad, like feast on his food. It just, I don't know, just so satisfying to me. And for movies, I really liked watching the parts where they were eating. So yeah, I feel like I've been watching mukbangs like for a long time, and I'm really, really happy now that a lot of people are doing them. My favorite mukbangers are, my favorite Korean one. I mean, there's a lot of Korean mukbangers, but the one I watched often, I watch basically every day. Like when she uploads, even if it's like 3 hours, I'll watch it. Her name is 짧은 햇님, and she doesn't make English videos. She doesn't speak English, and she doesn't have English subtitles, but I don't know, she just seems like a genuinely nice person, and she's really, like, when she eats, she enjoys every single bite. It doesn't feel like she's forcing herself to eat it. And my 2 favorite ones from the States are Lala Loves and Eating with Chunky. She's my favorite. Okay, my next fact is I have as you can see, a sweet and salty tooth. Like if I have something salty, I want something sweet. If I have something sweet, I want something salty. Just like a never-ending wheel of having food. So yeah, that describes me. My favorite Filipino street food is, without a doubt, green mango with bagong. I just really, really, really like salty, savory food. It's like very, very, very sour. And if you eat it with salt or my favorite bagong, then it just like, the taste gets 20 times better. And I really, really, really like sour things, so green mango is my favorite. Netflix. So what are my favorite Netflix shows? Now for me, when I watch Netflix, before Netflix, I didn't really enjoy like watching TV series a lot. Like, I don't know. I just didn't. But with Netflix, I feel like there's so many different kinds of things you can see. Like, there are movies, of course, there are TV series, but there are lots of documentaries. And I think, yeah, I spent a lot of time there looking at the new released documentary. Why isn't this opening? So my favorite documentary is, I think the one that I watched so far out of all of them is Making a Murderer, and I'm just really looking forward to the next series because I was so invested in that documentary that I started like researching it. That was how obsessed I was. And I also really, really enjoy food documentaries. So like Chef's Table, The Mind of a Chef, those are all really, really good. Next fact is, I don't like children, I like cats. Yes. Oh! My cat's name is Yeti. If you haven't... Yeah, I don't think I've said it yet. Next fact is, I don't like children. But, ironically, I am working in a place filled with children and I have to like work with them every single day. So that's kind of stressful. Next fact is, I majored in English literature and international relations. I have no idea why I chose English literature. I think it's because I really like reading, but you know, it's different to have to like study English literature and to actually like enjoy a book. So, yeah, I think I regretted it a lot when I chose after a few years of starting university because it feels like I don't know what I'm learning. Like, yeah, I really enjoy the books, but I don't know how this is gonna help me with my future. You know, getting a job. Next fact is, I really, really have to make an effort not to look pissed. Because my no expression, it looks like I'm mad. But in fact, I might be having a really good day, like I'm in a pleasant state of mind, but it looks like I'm pissed. And so a lot of people say that when they first saw me or when they first met me, they thought that I didn't like them, which is far from the truth. So I have to really make an effort. Next fact is, I can be very lazy or I can be very time efficient. There is no between. It's either I'm like running all over the place, doing lots of errands, or I'm just sitting in bed, watching Netflix and eating popcorn. Yeah. Next is, I like buying clothes for my cat. So as you can see, my cat is wearing like a little basketball jersey, and I'll insert some pictures here of my cat wearing different clothes that I bought for him. So, the next fact is, I am working 2 jobs. So I told you that one job I'm working with children. That is kind of for financial purposes. The other job I'm working is one that I have dreamed about, and it's kind of like, yeah, it's my dream job. I'm trying to work towards cutting off the financial job. So, yeah, I want to succeed in the job that I want, my dream job. And, which goes to my last fact, is I made a game. So the job that I want to work in is in my own company. And so a friend and I, we've gone to middle school, high school, and university together. And he and I had decided to make a game first. So my game is called Cat Fusion. Cat Fusion. You can download it here, and you can click on the link in the description box below, or you can just search Cat Fusion in both the Android and Apple Store. It's about cats. So it's about cats, fusing the cats together and unlocking all of the cats. There are lots and lots and lots of cats. That's all I'm gonna say. If you're interested, please download the game. So that was my random facts about me. I think that was 16 facts, 15 facts. I hope you have a good day today, and I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you'd like to see more, please subscribe. Yes, so 안녕.